we are a deeply divided nation that I would say feels like our politicians are in a battle between parties versus the American people, no matter where you stand, whether you're fiscally conservative, environmentally conscious, wherever it is that we all, I would say, feel let down mostly by our politicians, and the fact that the amount of gridlock that there is and the way that the media portrays everything, I would say, greatly hinders our belief in the political system that we have. So I think I would say that it's just a very deeply divided area, which makes it difficult to know who to vote, because I don't vote left, right. I vote for the right person, even if that's an independent, because it's more about the views of the person versus necessarily a party. And the idea of this party system creates a lot of angst. I don't affiliate with a particular party, and I don't know who I'm going to vote for in November. Is that there's still lots of time between now and then. I'm not going to be a one party.
And in a lot of ways, I've seen a lot of dehumanization for the group of people that is voting for the alternative candidate.
Like I said, doesn't really fit in either party. I want someone that may be of a certain party, whether it's Republican, Democrat, but feels that they can reach out to the other side and get things done. And I don't want to wake up every day not knowing or feeling nervous or having anxiety about like what's happened today, what's been tweeted today, and just all the craziness that's happened in the past few years at this point. So I want someone that's going to bring a sense of normalcy, a sense of getting things done and about business and those. But in America, I'm really surprised that we would come down as far as president would be two, middle-aged white men. And there's nothing wrong with that. I just feel like the world has evolved. Maybe it just in my mind or should have changed since then. One thing I will say on the Democratic side is, they've just recently announced Kamala Harris. And I think she's a good representation of what the world is like right now. She's a person of color and a woman just like me. And she's, pretty much kind of raised in a single parent household by her mother, who advised her and kind of prepared her for life is not, everybody's not going to like you and see you because you're a woman and you're a woman of color. So you're going to have to fight and struggle more. And so I feel like I relate to her a whole lot.
My general thoughts are that it's a mess out there. Neither political party, in my opinion, is looking out for my best interests or my family's best interests. They are looking out for their own either organizational, like the Democrats or Republicans, that organization's best interests, or the individuals that make up that particular party. They simply are not looking out for anybody's best interest other than their own, no matter what they say. I just think it's just a mess out there. There's no other way to put it.
In my perspective, are unnecessarily divisive. I generally consider myself more of a moderate and tried to stay out of any of the very strong feelings on both sides of the political aisle. I have family that are very, very conservative, but I have friends that are very, very liberal, and I also work with people from both ends of the spectrum, and I don't like how either of them fit their philosophy, personal philosophy, to that of some ideology. Basically what I'm saying is I prefer to look at things on their own merit rather than thinking, well, because I identify as, say, a conservative, I have to be anti-abortion, where maybe I am pro-abortion, but I lean more towards conservatives on other things. I don't feel that my ideologies should be meant to fit a specific political group.
I feel like politics has become a lot less about actual politics and more about grandstanding. And just honestly, there's so much misinformation out there nowadays, and nobody either cares to find out what's true or knows how to find out what's true. I think a lot of people really just don't care to find out what's true. And I think that one of the reasons I'm so undecided, there's a lot of issues I agree with on both sides. There's a lot of issues I disagree with on both sides. It's trying to figure out which one outweighs the other for me. But I think on both sides there's so much mudslinging going back and forth that it really is such a turnoff to both of our current candidates. So I feel like the state of politics is honestly broken. So broken.